So this paper I have was there for ICTIEE 2017 for Hyderabad. The outlines that I like to discuss today is now what is the strategic partnership between industry and academia, which is call of the day, and what outcomes it can bring for the Indian technical educations. Also, we'll discuss why Indian industries they are divorced from the academia and why they are going away, why there is not a strong bond between the industry and the academia. So what should we do? Academia industry interface for multidisciplinary research perspective. Then as well we'll discuss the models of industry academia for skill development and as well making academia industry interface work together. Let me start with. So India, as you know, India is a large democracy in the world, or we can say the largest democracy in the world, having 1.2 billion populations. And out of that, the strongest strength of India presently is that India is the youngest nation in the world with 54% of the population under the age of 25 years. So this is, there are many developed countries in the world who do not have this strength, but in developing countries like India, there is a huge no young populations who are talented and who are ready to serve for the nation and for the development of the nations. In this one, India as well is the third largest education system globally. So that's a huge potential for India to grow further. And Indians are spending 3.7% of their GDP towards the education. So education, as it is going to be still developed in India, still to be developed, and it is no still there are many people in India to go for the higher education in India and to get the world class no educations. Global skills and manpower shortage of 56.5 million by 2020. That means throughout the world, there may be a shortage of manpower, which India can fulfill because India have a surplus of 47 million people, by the year 2020. That is the advantage of India, which India can, not only for the own country but as well for the world. It can give the people the manpower, but the manpower has to be skilled one. The shortage of the manpower, a good amount of manpower can be supplied from India to the world. So as the another advantage for India at present stage is that the economy of India is growing very fast, one of the fastest in the world. It is around 8 to 9% per year. So with these demographics, these are the positive points for India, that they can do much better than what they are doing today. And the future will be looking towards India for this strength because they have the manpower, the young manpower and the talented manpower. But still then, there are many perspectives where India is not performing well, especially in technical educations. If we see the status of employment status in India, now the main job providers in India are the pharma industries, engineering, ITI, MCA, MBA, and few are 33%, few are for arts and commerce. Out of the total people who are going for pharma and reading the pharma, 54% of them are getting the jobs out of total students who are going for pharma or studying in pharma sectors, whereas our focus is on engineering. And we are seeing that in engineering, out of the total engineers that India have today, now out of that 51% are employable and 49% are yet to get the job, or they are engaged in other fields. Now they are not in engineering. So there may be various reasons why India is unable to provide the rest 49% the jobs in engineering. And out of that, we can see the Indian map. The red out of the total Indian 30 states, 10 states are there. Where the manpower is more, where no there is a huge amount of potential from which we can get the largest manpower pool for which can go and serve for the nation in technical fields like Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, UP, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat. So as per the survey, it says that 34% of the youth in India are employable till today. So there is a good opportunity for the government and for the people of India to increase this percentage, and it can be improved by a large amount because as the young population is available and as the talent is available with India, we can grow further and we can be the largest skill manpower supplier to the world. So the point here today will be focusing more on the engineering education and what is the problem with engineering education and how to improve the status. Challenges for technical education in India is that the shortage, the shortage of appropriate skilled workforce across the industry as a significant and complex challenge to India's growth and future. Now, the industries, there is a good demand for the skilled people, but we do not have that much of manpower who are skilled, who are industry ready. When the people are coming out, when the students are coming out from the academia, they are not up to the mark for getting the jobs in the industry. According to a recent survey in NESCOM, they have given a very no figures in which they says that only 25% of technical graduates that are that are coming out from the different institutes in India are only employable out of the 3 million. So India is also one of the largest IT sector no service provider in the world, and there are most of the jobs in engineering are from the IT sector. But according to NESCOM, the students who are going for the IT or who have to, they aspire to get a job in IT, only 25% of them are actually industry ready, or they are up to the mark who are eligible to get a job in the industries. Whereas if you go to the other factors, no, in the core sector, the figure is even poor. The another report by Government of India says that only 10 to 15% of the graduates who wanted to go for core sectors like in mechanical, electrical, civil, only 10 to 15% of the pool which are being graduated from the universities and from the technical education institutes are ready, industry ready, or they are actually eligible to get a job. So this figure shows that no technical education is there in India, but it is not up to the mark. What happened according to a AICTIEE report recently, in the last 10 years, in last 1 decade, the number of engineering institutes in India has become 3 times. So there is lot of educational institutes in higher education, especially for the engineering, has come up in India, and the number has become 3/4 in last 1 decade. But what's the thing? The people are coming out, but are they really up to the mark? Are they really, whatever the engineers we are producing every year, are they eligible to get a job in the industry? Are they industry ready when they pass out? The answer may be no. As per the survey, the universities are producing technocrats, are producing graduates, but they have lack of skill for getting directly into the industries. So industries has to spend a lot of money and man hour for training them. It may take 6 months to 1 year for making them ready to work for the industries and for the outputs. So university and educational institutes have been unable to update their syllabi in tune with the high-speed changes taking place in the world of technology. So that is also one of the reasons. The syllabus that we are following in most of the universities are not updated regularly, and they are not in line and in tune with the world of technology. So that is this is the problem. No, this is the challenges that Indian technical education is facing right now. So now the question is that now what should we do so that our engineers, what we are producing every year, they should be industry ready. When they all graduated from the industry from the institutes, by the time they come out, they should be ready for the industry. Industry should not give them the training. They should be eligible that they can directly go and work. For that, what we should do, the solution for that is that we have to make the strategic partnership or the strategic partnership program between the industry and the academia. One of the approaches to tackle the problem of lacking job readiness in the Indian engineering sector is strategic partnerships between the industry and academia. Strategic partnership is not only the traditional partnership, you have to go beyond the traditional partnership between industry and academia. We'll be discussing further on this issue in our future further slides, but for the moment, we'll focus on what is the partnership we are talking about. Initiatives of scale with strong potential for outcome-based education in India. We have to take the initiations for outcome-based educations. The students who are graduating in technical educations, they have to get outcome-based educations, which our all the accreditations like NBA and NAC, they basically focus on. And that has to be implemented from the grassroots level for all engineering colleges, whether they are in the government sector or they are in the private engineering colleges. Action plan has to be prepared jointly by the academia and as well as the industries or the company for creating a win-win situation for both. Now, unless they sit together and they jointly prepare their work and their action plan, this thing cannot be achieved. So there is some initiation has been taken by few IT companies like Infosys, Wipro, TCS as well, and few companies in the core sector and the telecom sectors as well has taken initiatives to start some training programs in the institutes, and they have been started throughout India, where they are giving the training to the students as well as the teachers, know how we can go for the syllabi, or how we can go for the teaching methodology where the students when they pass out should be industry ready. So this strategic partnership has to be between the industry and academia, which will be prepared in such a way that the students and the graduates who will be coming out, they should be ready to serve, whether it's a IT sector, whether it is a core sector, but they has to be industry ready by the end of their graduation. What should be the role of this strategic partnership? The strategic partnership, which is we are talking about the relation between the industry and the universities, or we can say the academia, to impact teaching and learning through gap analysis for skill development. The gap analysis we mean to say here is the gap, the requirement of the industries which the institutes are unable to provide. There is a gap between skill gap between the industry and the academia. That gap we have to fill up. So the role of strategic partnership should be how to fill up the gap, the methodologies and the technology you have to develop so that this gap can be fulfilled, and this gap when it will be fulfilled by the institutes for the students, now the job perspective of the student will improve a lot. To develop innovative technologies for societal use. So we have to find out what are the problems in the society and what technology we can provide them to improve the things. And in that way, we can start some research and innovative technologies has to be developed by industry and institute both. That will be one part of your strategic partnership. The third point for the role of strategic partnership is to lead a new dimension for the role of research in universities. The research that is going on right now, the institutes they are doing research, and the industries they are doing research in their own fields, right? And there is very no little amount of relation between the university and the industry. They are going together. There are very few industries, very few academia in India who are actually doing the research in line with the industries. So that thing we have to improve, and this strategic partnership should lead for a role of research in the universities in line with the industry requirements, as well to develop industry-ready use engineering graduates. That already we have discussed. That will be one of our main focus that for the students, how to make the students industry ready by their graduations. So these will be our few of the main roles or the aims of making a strategic partnership. As I told you, in before slide, strategic partnership is not simple or just a conventional collaboration. You can see the figure on the left side of your screen that a conventional collaboration where industry, university, and research institutes, they are working in their own way, and they are connected to each other just by there is a very narrow line which is connecting them. Actually, they are not connected. That is only on papers we can say they are connected to each other, and very few industries are collaborated with universities, or they are working with the universities, or we can say very few research institutes as well as working with the universities. So we have to go beyond that, and what thing we have to incorporate in India is that now the right figure suggests that the three institutions, the three things like industry research, university research, and the research institutes in India, they should come together. Now they have to work together. There should be a common goal between all the three, and if the common goal of the three will be handled by themselves by together, then only we can go for a strategic partnership. Not only making few MOUs and going for the MOUs that no, we have a partnership, that is not going to work out. So actually they have to go for beyond the conventional collaborations. They have to make a strategic partnership which will be outcome based, which will be showing some results, and which will be actually serving to the nations in technical education especially. not only as well as know when this will be possible. This will be possible when these people will be not only hang up on intellectually properties. No, intellectually property right is a no is a like our own property for whether it's an institute or for universities. They all like to have their IPs, intellectual property rights. But if they will be just be so selfish that I'll do my only intellectual property and I'm not going to share these things with anyone, then the collaborative research is not going to come out. So in order to get research which will be collaborative, in where the industry and the academia should come together along with the research institutes. So for them, they should go beyond this. They should not think that intellectual property right is mine. They should not fight for that. It has to be collaborative. It has to be everybody should take the share, and everybody should be proud that yes, together they have come for some innovations, as well as not only to focus on the measurement of results with strategic partnership. No, we should not always calculate that we have made a strategic partnership and it will be showing a result instantly. No, it will take time. No, instantly we cannot expect that when we'll make a strategic partnership within a month or 2 or 6 months we'll be getting the output. It may take few years, it may take few more years, a long time, but the output will be very helpful, very useful. So because the industry feels what is required for the society, the researchers in the university, they understand now what can be the solution for that. They can go for innovative ideas, and the research institutes who can have their facilities for going for high research. These all people, they should sit together, they should make a common framework, they should go for a common goal, and they should work, which will be actually called as the strategic partnership. And as well as to ignore partners' need, not to ignore partners' needs. No, we cannot say that the industry and institutes, when they come together, institute cannot say that or the university cannot say that now this particular problem is for the industry and we cannot work on that. No, there has to be, as already I have told, no, there has to be a common goal, there has to be a common strategy that they have to develop. No, there may be so many problems in the society presently. As the world is progressing, along with that we are coming across new problems every day. So in order to solve these problems and to develop our society, to develop our world, now they have to ignore, they cannot ignore the partners' need. They have to sit together, they have to find a common program on which they can work, which will be definitely show some results and which will be give us the outcome definitely useful for everyone. And this as well, when this thing will come out, this strategic partnership will not only improve the research, not only will come out, give new innovative ideas and new innovative products, new innovative research to the world, as well as it will improve the job market for the students who are graduating. So if new research is coming, new industries will be developing, new technology is coming, definitely the students will be get benefited out of that, and that also leads to improve the job market in India. And as well, these highly skilled people, these highly skilled graduates who are graduating by through these technologies, they can serve not only the country but as well as throughout the world. How does this work? What will be the stages of strategic partnership? Strategic partnership, as already I have told, cannot be started no, immediately, and we cannot expect that it will show the result instantly. It will take time. So first, the industry and the academia, we can also add the research institute. They have to sit together and they have to start with individual project collaboration. Okay, is the first stage from where they will start. So first, small projects, they can collaborate with each other and they will build a confidence among themselves that yes, we can work together. So small relations will lead to a big outcome. Further, small projects they can start where they will sit together, they will find a common place, and they will go for a common lab where they will work together. The outputs from the industries, the output from the academias has to be analyzed together, and they have to come out with the solutions, which of course it is the base, it is the fundamental of strategic partnership, and it will be the backbone that which will be bringing the confidence between both parties. Then they have to go for major collaborations. After this, once they get the confidence that yes, we can work together, they will be going for major collaborations. They can go for bigger research projects. They can go for bigger societal problems on which they can work, and the things will streamline. So at that time, already as they work with together, it will be helpful for them to show better outputs, better collaborations, better confidence, or better engagement with each other. So then when they work with major project collaborations, then that will lead to a strategic partnership. Then they can say, yes, we are in a strategic partnership and we are ready for the future problems that are coming to the industry and to the society. And as well as we are ready that together the industry and the academia both, because they have already worked with themselves, so now they are ready for the strategic partnership, which is beyond the conventional partnership, and which is ready to give some output to outcome to the world, to solve the societal problems, and which is sustainable, which is useful for the human being and to the society. So these three stages will take time. It cannot be done within a short span of time. It will take maybe a few years but definitely the long-term impact will be better, and the long-term impact will be useful for everyone. What will the modes of industry academia strategic partnerships? Shared vision and develop a common strategy. So that will be coming in the first stage, when they will be starting with a small project and a small collaboration. At that time, they will share the vision and they have to develop a common strategy. What should we do? What should be our outcome? How we can work together? So that thing will come when they start a common project, when they sit together, when they discuss with each other. That will be started. Long-term strategic partnership with built-in flexibility, that will lead to a long-term strategic partnership. University leadership is a vital role. Now many of the universities, they feel that no, industry are not coming to us, and the industries are never approaching the universities for going for a research project. It happens with many of the no academic institutes in throughout India, not with everyone but with many. So here the university should not think in that way, that university should come and the industry should come and approach us. Instead of that, the industry should take a leadership, and they have to find out what are the societal problems, and the industries which are working in the same line, they can make a strategic partnership with them. So the industry leadership is a vital role. The university leadership, the higher authorities of the universities, they have to give the time. They have to allow their professors to go and sit with the university people. They can make a joint venture. They can sit together to start working on few of the small projects which will lead to major collaboration and lead to a strategic partnership. Invention acceleration with training, teaching of soft skills. Now here this is a two-way thing. Now sometimes it happens with no, in most of the cases the university people who are going for only the theoretical syllabus, they seldom go beyond the syllabus for the students and for the but here what we can do is that invention acceleration with training and teaching of soft skills. No, it can be a two-way process. Now in the industries, we find there are many people who are lacking of in soft skills. They are working manually with many of the things, but they are unaware how to use the latest technology, computers, and other things. So what the university people, academia people can do is that they can support the industry by giving trainings to the industrial people who are not comfortable or who are not skilled with the soft skills or with the latest hybrid technologies. They can give them the training. So that is also, we can say, is a minor collaboration between the institute and the industry. And as well as the industrial persons who are experienced, they can come down to the universities and they can give their courses, their training programs on what they are working, so that there will be a two-way no skill interchanging between the industry and the academia, which will lead for the bonding to become stronger and lead for further. Industry institute interaction. Just now we have discussed. Now this will be the main way how to start the industry institute interaction. So first they have to start with small coachings or the small trainings where both are comfortable with. From the industry side, some training can be given in the academia, in the universities, in the in the engineering institutes, and from the institutes, the professors or the skilled people can go to the industry and they can train the industry people as well for the latest technology which are coming into the market. They can give them soft skill trainings, they can give them computer literacy, and how to modernize the things. So this is one of the modes for starting the partnership. One of the other main objective of this partnership is multidisciplinary research approach. Universities have to welcome multidisciplinary professionals as bridge builders between the industry and academia through mission learning by doing. Now, unless the researchers who are the academia, unless they go and uh, do the research or they do the output in the industries, so it will be difficult. Only taking out the outputs by simulation may not be helping always. No, the simulation has to be so in that way the industry people, the university people can go to the industries and they can start building a bridge between the industry and the academia through the mission learning by doing. Now let them learn and let them do. So when they do, they will learn the things. So in order to do it, the universities should take the lead. The people from the universities should go to the industries and they can find out what the problem the industry people are facing, and in that way they can start the research that no, this is the thing which may be multidisciplinary approach can be. Corporate research labs in universities with multidisciplinary approach can be a good breeding space for industry for their future developments. So corporate research labs, and there are many labs which the university do not have. The universities can go in the corporates and can use their lab for a multidisciplinary approach, and can be a good scope for improving the outputs, and which will be strong, no strengthen the bond between the industry and the institute for developing the future aspects and the future outcomes. So this is a very important aspect. For developing the strategic partnership, they have to go for multidisciplinary research, and the research can be done multidisciplinary research, which will be societal useful, cannot be alone done by the industry or by the academia. It has to be a collaborative one. So they have to come together. The industry people can come down to universities, and the universities people can go to the industries, and they have to use their each other's facilities, whatever available, and by using that, they can find out a solution which will be helpful for the future development. This is the strategy which can work for multidisciplinary research. Now, uh, first we can start what is the technology that is developing on the right side of the graph you can see, and on the left side the changing environment. With the changing environment, the technology has to be developed, and the technology development has to be done by academia and industry. There has to be a collaboration between the industry and academia, that is called your strategic partnership. They have to exchange their ideas and they have to work what according to the changing environment, what is the technological development required. So according to that, they can work on multidisciplinary research approach, so by both academia and industries, what already we have discussed. And this, when it will be done, so academia will give their part for the multidisciplinary research approach, as well as industries will give their support when they will work together for continuously for a common output. Now that will actually show the result, which will be called as the innovative research outcomes. So all the two parties has to work, as in a triangle, where they have to share their ideas for getting a constant and innovative research outcomes. And that research outcomes, whatever is coming, that has to be societal and enterprise solutions. That has to be no giving a solution to the society, that will be giving a solution to the enterprise for development of the industries and for development of the societies. And one thing I would like to add here is that when the enterprise will develop, when the industries will develop, when they will come with new ideas, new technologies which will be developed along with the academia, that time the industry will develop, and as well as they will be making the students or the graduates not trained in the same line. The academia also can understand what is going on in the industry because they are working with the industries. So they understand what is the new technology required for the society, and they can and not find any difficulty to be absorbed by the industry for solving their problems and to get a job. So directly and indirectly, it will be as well as improving the job market, job potential of the graduates, and it will improve the skills and the technical knowledge of the graduates, which will be which will be beneficial to the academia, beneficial to the industries, and beneficial to the individuals who are coming out, who are graduating from the industry, sorry, from the academia. So here I like to conclude that the academia has to initiate steps beyond traditional teaching and research towards focused public service research in strategic partnership with industries for exploring ideas lead to sustainable growth. So these are things which will be, uh, it is definitely not going to be happen overnight. It will take some time, but the academia definitely has to take the initial steps. They have to take the initiative to bridge the gap, skill gap between the industry and the academia. They have to take the initiatives to make a strategic partnership. That strategic partnership will definitely improve, will help for updating the syllabus according to the industries, for updating the knowledge and skills of the graduates, to update the knowledge and skills of the professors and the faculty members. It will update, it will help for a research, it will help for the multidisciplinary research output, and it will definitely help to the industries for coming out with innovative products and innovative solutions, which will be definitely a win-win situation for all. So these strategic partnerships that we have discussed, it is university and industries that it is, both have to think and both have to give their part for making this possible. So this is not only going to help win-win situation definitely for both. So not for the both, we can say it is definitely for the universities, definitely for the industries, as well as it is definitely will be giving a win-win situation for the country. The country will develop, the young talent of the country, they will be getting more jobs, they will be more skilled, they will be having more knowledge. No, they will be not serving their country, but as well as they can serve the world, and they can definitely give their these improved skills for development of the world and development of the technology throughout the world, and a better planet to live in. Thank you very much to all of you. Any questions, please?
Audience can send their question through the question chat window. Is it possible for universities, colleges to form as group and start collaboration?
Yeah.
Is it possible for universities and colleges to form as a group and start collaboration with industry?
Yes. Question is for me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The industry, yes. The actually the institutes should take the initiatives to form the collaborations, and the collaboration has to solve a common purpose and a common goal, which can be a problem for the industry, and they can take the help with the institutes. They can take their resources to develop the common problems, so that they will be coming out with an innovative idea and a technology.
Why MNCs are not interested for partnership most of the time?
Yeah. There are few times it happens that no industries they think, no, we are going in our own way. Why should we take the help of the academia? No, it may increase the complexity in our organizations, but that is not always not true. That is what is happening, and due to that, there are many academia or the universities who want to make collaborations, but they are failing. But definitely, if this thing will be start practicing by both the sides, it will show fruitful output for both of them, and industries will also get benefited by taking no help of the professors for their new innovative research for developing their products.
Yes, and no more questions, sir. Thank you very much for the webinar. I will send you the recording.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.